And now, back to the Patrick Hightower Show.
Already in progress.
Alright, we're back. Going, keeping things moving, we're going to get started. Again, a little more of my sports background. I've been a Warriors fan for almost 3 years now. Before that, I used to be a Pacers fan, and which really made me more excited with what was deemed as the trade in Warriors basketball history, as far as Stephen Jackson and Al Harrington and Crozier and all these other people coming to the Warriors. I'm a big fan of the trade. I've loved it ever since the first day. I've been following Stephen Jackson ever since he was on the Pacers, even back on the Hawks and the Spurs and just everywhere. I love his style of play. Yes, he's a guy that's been in some trouble before, but I like the way he's turned his career around and tried to turn his life around. Excuse me, got a little cold right now. But that's okay. And Al Harrington's the kind of guy who's about 6'8", 6'9", but he plays physical against a lot of centers and hits a three-pointer every now and then when they need it. A lot of people aren't a fan of his game, but I love him. I love his game. That's okay. I got my son trying to sit with me, but it's all good. We're gonna keep things moving anyway. And as far as the game against Phoenix, it was real heartbreaking. Everybody was, was hustling, playing hard. From the starting five, even the bench players chipped in for a little bit. Stephen Jackson and Monte Ellis, strangely enough, carried the whole load of the team. I was happy to see them carry most of the offense, with Andres Biedrich hustling and people coming off the bench to play defense. Second half was kind of strange though, with Baron Davis not even stepping foot onto the court. I haven't seen any reports about injuries or anything that would have kept him from playing in that game. In my mind, he's still the general of the whole Warriors offense. Excuse me. And it was still kind of strange to see him not on the court. But if I find any other research that says that he's injured or anything, I'll be sure to clarify that. And moving on, unfortunately, it didn't end well. The last 5 minutes, Warriors were throwing up a lot of bricks, a lot of bad shots, fadeaway jumpers and step back jumpers that just weren't falling. Those kind of shots don't fall in on the road, especially against a team like Phoenix, who can pretty much score at will with a pick and roll with Steve Nash. Now that he's got the weapon of Shaquille O'Neal, and when he comes out, Amari Stoudemire is just vicious as well. So that was pretty heartbreaking to watch our season come to an end like that. But it is what it is, and we got to rebuild for next year. As far as other sports come to mind, we're moving on to baseball, and we'll give you my picks for tomorrow. Starting with the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Milwaukee Brewers are definitely a force to be reckoned with this year. Eric Gagne will come around as either a middle reliever or a closer, or wherever they decide to put him. For $10 million for 1 year, they better find some kind of use for him. So that's pretty much going to be the difference. And the Cardinals lost a handful of games to the Giants. I mean, I'm a Giants fan. I've lived in the Bay Area most of my life. But there's no way you can compete for a World Series title and you can't even beat this year's San Francisco Giants. So, and with their starting pitcher tomorrow, Kyle Lohse, I don't know who this is. Most people have probably never heard of him, and I'm sure the Milwaukee Brewers will just take advantage of that and just destroy him. So look for the Brewers to come out on top in that. I look for any other opinions or analysis that you might have, whether agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. It doesn't matter. I love it all. Haven't seen a line for this game yet. Should be posted sometime tomorrow morning. The next show will try and broadcast some time to let you know the official lines. Excuse me, got this cold going on. But moving on to an American League game, we got the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Chicago White Sox are off to a great start with McCready and others just stepping up and getting clutch hits and home runs. And their pitching has pretty much been consistent, although last year they struggled a little bit due to the bats not coming around for the White Sox. And the Orioles, still in the rebuilding process, lost a lot of players last year. They're trying to get younger. The team is trying to get younger, rebuild their pitching, and see where things go from there. Look for the White Sox to come out on top of this. Again, the lines haven't been posted yet, but definitely take my word for that. Another bold pick that I'm going to make right now, another American League game, Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Indians. I'm taking the Tigers in this one. Look for their hitting to come back around. Justin Verlander's coming back on the mound for the Tigers, so look for him to have a strong outing with bats supporting him like the way they should be, and with the deals they made in the offseason and things like that, and the veterans that the Tigers have on the team, they should be able to turn this thing around and get back on track against the Indians. And last but not least, we got another local team with the Oakland A's. Surprisingly, they're off to a good start, and I look for them to do the same thing against the Seattle Mariners. Seattle, a lot of people pick Seattle and Anaheim Angels, or should I say Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, to do well in the American League West. But with the way the A's are playing right now, you definitely have to give the edge to them as far as any point spreads that may come out. Again, I don't know the lines right now. They haven't been posted from websites that I've checked, but I'll definitely get back to you guys and let you know what's going on. But for right now, look for the Oakland A's on top of that as well. And on tomorrow's show, we're going to continue with a little bit of NHL hockey. We're going to talk a little Sharks. Series is tied 2-2 with Calgary right now. Excuse me. A lot of people, I knew this was going to be a physical series. A lot of people don't know too much about Calgary. But just like Edmonton last year, the year before, when they come against a team like the Sharks, they know that all they have to do is pretty much beat them up and smack them in the mouth. And in the past, the Sharks usually punk out and just stop playing hard. And I'm hoping that's not the case this year, so we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. And also, I will introduce a couple friends of mine who will be doing segments with me, with Shannon and Danny. We're going to be doing a lot of talks about movies and pop culture and music from back in the days, the 80s and 90s compared to now. We're just going to be talking about a wide range of stuff, but my show is going to be sports and other topics. So I look forward to you guys checking this out. Let me know what you think, and we'll be back at you right away. So see you when I see you. Peace.